being honest right now, I don't feel like recording this video. But according to Hamza, like Hamza always used to say, do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. So it's just what it is. Around I think August last year, I made a video on this channel. Basically, I was just doing a rant about how lucky we are in this generation and how we don't take advantage of it. This video is kind of like a part 2 of that. The aspect I'm majorly going to be talking about is majorly going to be making money online, especially here in Nigeria. I don't know, so many people still just believe that you can't make money online, except like you have to do some referral things. Back in the day, there was something called MMM that you like deposit money, then get like double the money, and at the end of the day it was just like a Ponzi scheme and all that. And many people still believe the internet is still like that today. They believe making money on the internet is not possible. Like people just see their smartphone and laptop and all these things as just like smartphone, like you just use it for Instagram, you just use it for Google, you just use it for TikTok to watch videos and all that. And they don't know that there's more to all this technology than just all this entertainment and all these instant gratification things. Internet is a real thing. Like you can actually build a career, you can actually make money, you can actually earn a living from doing things on the internet. So I remember back in 2019, I think it was 2019, I was still in secondary school that time, and my lesson teacher then was teaching me maths and all those type of subjects. And you know, he's a young guy too, in his 20s, whether 25, 26, 27, thereabouts. And me, I'm just like a teenager. Sometimes he will now have these chats like he's really broke, like he just needs cash. Like, do I have any ideas about business and all that? Like, how can he make cash? And we'll just throw ideas at each other back and forth, back and forth. And I told him that why doesn't he try and make money online? And he was like, man, he doesn't like it, and he doesn't like a white man controlling his money. He basically just said no. Like making money online was not an option. Like it was not even real. Like it's not even possible. It's just not there. At the time, I didn't really understand how to make money online and how the internet works and all that. So I just assumed that almost every day, almost every time, you hear people complaining they're always broke, they need money, this, that, the economy is bad, the government, blah 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 blah. And I remember one time again, I was talking with one of my aunts, and you know, the same complaint again. I still told her the same thing. Why doesn't she just like try and make money online? And she told me that, you know, back in the day when MMM was still a thing, she invested, and I think she lost all the money she invested or something like that. So that she said ever since that day, she's never going to do anything online related. Like she's out. And you know, at the time, so I was still young and I didn't really understand. But now that I'm older, like you guys are getting it all wrong. When it comes to making money online, like no white man is controlling your money. YouTube is not a white man. The internet is not a white man. The internet is not a person. The internet is like a place. Just wish people could just understand the opportunity they have in their pocket. Like the power of these technologies. If people just understood how powerful, how much these things could change our lives, at least especially financially, and even in terms of happiness wise somehow. Like people will really like take these things more seriously. And the good news or the good thing about that, especially for a third world country like here in Nigeria, maybe if you live in the US or UK or wherever you live, it might not really apply to you. I don't really know, I've not been to the US before, but at least from what I've been hearing, I think if you make like $1,000 a month in the US only, like you're really broke, like you're still broke, because their rent at that side is like maybe $1,100, that's like 1,100. You know, they have bills, internet, you have so many things, and that's just not much money, except maybe you're living with your parents and all that, and you don't have to bother about rent and food, so you can only just cover like minor things. But if maybe you're not living with your parents and you just make $1,000 a month in America, I think you are like really broke, except maybe you are sharing the apartment with like 5 other people and maybe the rent is extremely cheap or something like that. But if you are living by yourself alone and you make like $1,000, at least in the US, at least from what I've been hearing and the research I've done, I think you're kind of broke. But convert that $1,000 to Naira here in Nigeria, that's about maybe 400,000 to 500,000 Naira. If you bring that money here in Nigeria, like you are a baller, you are rich, you are just balling. Because here in Nigeria, if you can find like a very good apartment for like 200,000 Naira. And guess what? The apartment is not going to be like monthly is yearly, so you pay that 200,000 for like the rest of the year, for like a full year, and you still have 300,000 to do so many. Like if you are making that kind of money here in Nigeria, like you are basically a Yahoo boy or you're a politician, those type of, like you're a big person. But over there in the US, like it might not be, like of course $1,000 is still something, but it's not the type of money that can buy you a car or make you build a house or live like a rich person. But here in Nigeria, if you're making that kind of money, like that's what it is. And that's what I try to get people to understand. If someone like me now, I'm like an 18-year-old person, I think that in America, if you're an 18-year-old and you make maybe $500 a month, except you're living with your parents and you don't have to worry about rent and food and all that, like even if that money is still kind of really small. But if you're living alone and you have to pay rent and do this, like $500 a month, like it won't cut it. But here in Nigeria, $500 a month, that's about 250k. And if you're making that as an 18, 19-year-old, like you're basically like a baller already, you're rich. And it's extremely possible to make $500 a month on the internet. Like that's one very low. That's very low. People are making like tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just wish people could just understand this concept a little more. You understand that there's no limits. At this point, I pretty much sound like Gary Vee right now. The best thing about it is that you can do whatever you want. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Like if 20 years ago you were the best chess player, you know how to play chess very well. Like you're a good chess player, yeah, thank God for that. But like what's that going to do for you? Nothing. Except maybe you go for like maybe world tournaments and all that. You can maybe win a prize and things like that. But you can't turn it into a career. Like even if it's like your career, you are broke. Now, modern day, if you are a very good chess player, you can turn that into your career and live at least a decent life. Even if you are not going to be rich, you can at least live a decent life where all your expenses, all your basics are covered. Like you can be financially free. I believe that it's very possible to make up to $100,000 a year just playing chess. I believe that on the internet. And that's what I try to get people to understand. 20 years ago, if you were the best chess player, nobody cared, nobody gave a fuck. But now, 20 years later now, if you are very good at chess, you can monetize it, affiliate marketing, you can do TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all these things. Especially if you do the strategies right and combine them together and play your cards right, of course, you put in the work, it's not overnight. Like, I believe it's very well that you could make up to $100,000 a year playing chess. Or even if not up to 100, at least $50,000 a year playing chess. And imagine you're not living in a place like here in Nigeria. Convert $50,000 to Naira. That's probably like you're already like a politician at that point. It's only politicians that earn that type of money here in Nigeria. Or Yahoo boys. So I try to get people to understand. Like the possibility of these things is endless. You can do so much. Like I've been learning how to draw recently. And my brother was like asking me like, so even if you learn it, like how is this going to help your life? And 20 years ago, that would have made sense because like you know how to draw, you're very good. Maybe you can become like an artist, but you're probably not going to be like Picasso or what do they call that guy? Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, all those good artist guys. Because you're like here in Nigeria. Like how are you even going to make money? Maybe you can open your own museum or art gallery or something like that. Or you can go for like competitions or you can maybe draw people. But if you did that as a career, like you won't, maybe you'll be able to cover your basic expenses, but you can't be like, I'm not sure you'll be able to make up to $50,000 a year doing that. But maybe it will be really fun, of course, like you enjoy yourself. But now with the internet, like you can even make up to $100,000 just being an artist, just drawing, doing what you enjoy. And that's what I try to get people to understand. Like now, almost anything you learn, you can turn it into like your career. Even if you are very lazy, I know what, I don't want to learn anything, I just like watching movies. You can literally start like maybe reviewing movies and talking about movies, maybe a movie podcast or something, or maybe hidden facts people don't notice in movies, and still make up to at least, even if you don't make that much money, even if you don't become, at least you can make up to $50,000 a year. As if you like deploy the strategies right and do everything right, you can make at least $50,000 a year. Gary Vee wrote a book, I know I said Gary Vee a lot now, but Gary Vee wrote a book called The Thank You Economy. But the book was majorly just talking about business. He wrote it like I think 2010, 2011. And it was talking about when we're moving into this era we are now, this internet era, like how businesses can take advantage of this to grow themselves and all that. To me, this is one past businesses now, especially here in Nigeria. This is like the thank you economy. As much as people are complaining the economy is terrible, the government is not paying this, that, this. If people can understand what I'm trying to say, this should be like the best time, especially in terms of like career-wise and making money. Like this is one of the best times to have ever existed, because now you can basically learn anything. Like if I like watches very well, this is not mine, it's my grandfather's one. If I'm like, maybe I used to like watches like crazy back in the day. Like, how is this going to put food on the table? This cannot put food on the table. Like, except maybe you will like become a jeweler, you're a watch dealer and all that. But now you can just be like reviewing watches and become an affiliate and all those different types of things, and maybe say watch tricks or how to know maybe if your watch is original or fake, all those type of things. And I promise you can make up to $100,000 a year doing that. If people can understand this should be like, they should be extremely happy. So you can basically do whatever you want to do and turn it into your life. Like the niches and the categories and all that, they are extremely much. I'm trying to think of something that's really like stupid things back in the day that if you did it, like maybe for example now I know how to do backflip, or I know how to do backflip. How is that going to help my life? How is that going to put food on the table? At least 20 years ago. But modern day now, if I know how to do backflip, I can start like maybe a YouTube channel teaching people how to do that, or TikTok, and link to like shoes, affiliate marketing for shoes that will help you do backflip. I could even maybe create a course teaching you step by step how to do it at home, and like the possibilities are just endless. I just wish more people could just understand these concepts. Of course, I'm not trying to say the internet is definitely not perfect. Like there's scam, there's hack. I've heard people that they have had YouTube channels for years, and one hacker just came out of nowhere and just like hacked it and took the whole thing down. So that's basically like their life work just vanished. And the negativity, like the comment section, all those negative things, especially the more popular you are, the more negative. But the thing is, like, you don't even need to be like become a celebrity, like maybe a dancer on TikTok or all that. Like basically anything you want. There are some ways you can do it. You don't have to show your face. Like nobody has to know who you are. Like I have 2 YouTube channels. The first one, nobody knows who I am on that channel. I just make videos, but this one I want to show my face. I want you to know who I am. That's why I make these videos. And unfortunately, I only have 1 subscriber. I don't think the person watches my videos. If you are the person. And another thing again is that this era is not coming to an end gradually. Like the next era that's coming up now is like Web3, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and all that. But that's still a little bit far away. That's going to be maybe the next 5, 10, 15 years before we really get immersed in that era. As of right now, if you have a phone, especially a decent phone, that's what you really need. Especially if you live in like a third world country or a low place that the economy is bad and money is scarce and the value of the currency is poor and all those type of things. If you could just understand the potential, the power of this thing, if you just maybe focused, became serious with it, worked hard and played the cards right, at least in terms of money wise and career wise, you could be doing what you love, what you enjoy to do. Maybe that's playing video games, watching movies, dancing, singing, playing chess, doing backflip, drawing, all these silly things that back in the day, like nobody really care. You could do all these things and still be able to earn a living. Even if you don't become a millionaire, you don't become rich, at least you'll be able to live comfortably, be able to cover your basics, be able to live well, eat well, freely. You're not always broke, yet you still do whatever you love. I really wish there was just like a way I could just put this idea in everybody's head and just really get them to understand what I'm trying to say. Especially for young people, like if you are like your teens, your 20s, maybe your 30s to maybe early 30s, like you should understand this thing the most. Especially if you're in your teens and your 20s. You people on these devices like 24/7. You should understand this thing the most. I wish more people could just really understand that when they say make money online, you don't have to do like Pi or video mine and all those fair money referral bullshit. Like you don't have to do all those stuff. You could make money doing what you enjoy and all that. There was this quote I saw in Think and Grow Rich. The time I read it back in 2020, and it was something like, tell the world what you want to do, but before you tell the world, go and show it first. And I think that quote is extremely powerful. So many people just like talk, they just talk the talk and they don't actually walk the walk, they don't do anything. And unfortunately, I'm one of those people. I don't just want to be telling you like this thing, this smartphone, this internet thing could change your life, and yet I'm not doing anything or it doesn't change my life. Become like the role model, like really believe in something, go and do it. And of course I've been working on my YouTube channels and doing things here and there, but I want to really like dive deeper into this make money online stuff. I wanted to do this last year before, but as usual I was lazy and all that, so I just fell off. I'm going to try and do the make money online series again, especially with mobile. Like the way I want to do this is if you are maybe broke, 100% broke, maybe the only thing you just have is your smartphone. I want to be able to show people that it's possible to at least get to the point where from your smartphone you are able to buy a laptop. It's just the beginning phase of building the stuff. And funny thing is, even though I believe in this internet thing a lot and now ranting, I myself have never actually been body online. Of course I'm in the process, I'm trying, learning, I'm doing all these things, and that's part of the reason why I want to like become more serious with it. You just come home one day and maybe you just buy a new phone or a new laptop, a new PC, new clothes, new something. If people know you for being broke, now of course everybody will be surprised, like how did you get money to do this? And you now explain to them the internet, like this is how I did it. Of course when they see how this has impacted your life, this will now become interested because they want it to impact their life as well. So that's what I want to do. I want to show people that it's actually possible to make good money online, doing what you enjoy, like doing what you like, not just referrals and all those type of things people don't type it. See, the one thing you should just take away from this video is just that just understand technology. Like when you don't understand it like crazy, that is just the basics of it. Because whether I like it or not, our world now, the world we live in today is technology. Like tech is everything now. Tech is everything now. That's what I just need to understand. So this new Web3, this new NFT, cryptocurrency, blockchain, Web 3.0 that is coming, I want us to go and learn about this thing. Like at least let's just understand the basic. You don't have to become like deeply immersed and become like a hacker and all that. At least just understand the basics of how the whole technology works. I think that's what we should all do. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.